ain't never getting older.
After endless hours of doing research, testing jump shots, accounting for latency, playing online, playing offline, playing in the pro-am, playing in the park, I have finally found the perfect jump shot. Now I gotta be real with you guys. Let me be real with you guys for a second, okay? There is no such thing as a perfect jump shot. Now I know what you're saying, like, bro, you just told us you found the perfect jump shot, and I found my perfect jump shot. So for me and people like me, we have our perfect jump shot. Now you have to find your perfect jump shot, but don't worry, you clicked on the right video. I can tell you how to find your perfect jump shot so you can be shooting like Steph Curry. Let's get straight into this video. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys see me shoot my perfect jump shot for all you guys that are a little bit skeptical so you can see. And I want you to notice something. I have no hotspots. I'm shooting green lights like these with no hotspots because I have found my perfect jump shot. Now, let me explain to you guys how to get it. Now, I'm going to ask you to do something that might seem a little bit crazy to you. Trust me, I'm not trying to troll you or anything. I need you to do what I tell you to do. It helps for something. I'm testing this test that I'm about to tell you guys to do. It helps me to find your natural release speed, and that is the key to shooting green lights and being a better shooter. You want to find your natural release speed. Because what a lot of you guys do is watch your favorite YouTubers jump shot videos and then you try to copy theirs. Now see, the problem is they're using their natural release speed. That works for them, and it might work for people like them, like I said in the beginning of the video, but it does not work for everybody. There is no such thing as a universal jump shot that just works for everybody. Everybody is different. Well, the majority of the people is different, so you have to find that jump shot that works for you. Alright, so let me tell you how to use the test. Okay, so what I want you to do is to go over to your jump shot creator, and for your jump shot base, I want you to put release 1. For your release 1, I want you to put release 1, and for your release 2, I also want you to put release 1. That's the best way for me to test it out. And what I want you to do is to equip that jump shot, then go over to this 3-point contest, and I want you to close your eyes and shoot that jump shot. I know it sounds crazy, trust me, because what I'm trying to get you to do is to find your natural release speed. And if your eyes are open, you're naturally going to want to try to make that your shot. You're naturally going to want to try to green light that shot. I don't want you to try to green light the shot. I want you to shoot your shot as if you regularly would, like if you were just pressing the button to shoot a jump shot. That's what I want you to do. That's your natural release speed, and that's what we're trying to find. So that's why I want you to close your eyes. So I want you to close your eyes, shoot that jump shot, and then open it. If your jump shot meter says you're extremely early, you need a quick jump shot. If you're slightly late or right at the top of the line, you're at that medium jump shot. So you need a medium jump shot speed. And then if it's extremely late, then you know that you need a longer jump shot on the long side. Or if it's extreme, like it's slightly late, then you still could be right in that medium area. And I want you to repeat these steps a total of 3 times. So you're going to shoot that closed eye jump shot 3 times and look at your results, and most likely 2 out of the 3 will match up. You can do it a little bit more, but 3 is enough for me. Like you can do it 4 or 5 times, however many times you want to do it, to make sure that you are getting that exact time. Now once you know your exact time, now you can go on to creating the jump shot to find your perfect jump shot. Okay, so here's your jump shot creator. Now what I want you to do is to go down to this menu. Now for the people who do not see this jump shot creator menu, don't be alarmed. There's nothing wrong with your game. It just means that you are under 75 overall. You have to be at least a 75 overall to see this jump shot menu. So that means go play some My Career games, go and buy VC, whatever it is you have to do to get yourself to a 75 overall. That's what you need to have in order to get this menu to pop up. Now for my people who do have it, let's go right into this menu. Now that you're at the jump shot creator and you know your timing speed, the timing speed is what really matters. There's a lot of other variables that I'm going to talk about that go into the releases and everything, but you want to find a jump shot base that matches your timing release. So if you're at medium shooter, that medium release shooter, find a medium jump shot. Quick, find the quick. Slow, find it slow. And I'm going to give you examples as I go. I'm sorry this video is going to be a little long, but at the end of this video, if you find your perfect jump shot, I'm okay with that. So now LaMarcus Aldridge will be a perfect example of a quick jump shot. See how quick he gets off the feet? His jump shot is gone within seconds. So if you are a quick jump shot, LaMarcus Aldridge is a good person to use to find your jump shot. And then you have a base like this, like a Lonzo Ball, who is a medium shooter. You see his jump shot is not quick, but it's not slow at the same time. It's right in that perfect jump shot for me. I'm a medium shooter, so this is right where I want to be, right in that medium shot range. And I'm going to show you guys what a slow would look like. This will be an idea of a slow ass jump shot. Now I know nobody's picking Kevin Duckworth as their base, but this will be an idea of a slow jump shot. This will be more set towards my set shooters, which brings me into my next topic. You have to find out what type of shooter you are based on your play style. You have to pick a jump shot according to your play style, because there's 3 different types of shooters. You got the all-around shooters. That's what type of shooter I am. We're shooters that can create our own shot, but we need to be able to pull up on the drop of a dime. You know, we can catch and shoot, but if we can want to do a dribble move or step back, we need to be able to pull up on the drop of a dime. That's me. I'm an all-around shooter. Then you have your transition shooters, and then you have your shooters that are just set shooters. Those are the guys who use the longer jump shots. Now I'm going to show you the difference of what those look like and how to pick your base according to your play style and what type of shooter you are. Here we are is a perfect example for someone who's an all-around shooter. I want you to pay attention to his feet and his knees at the same time. You see how he doesn't have to take a step? He goes straight up. As soon as he catches that ball, he's going straight up. He doesn't have to bend, a deep bend with the knees. It's a light bend with his knees. He's going straight up. He doesn't have to take a step. He doesn't have to take a step. He doesn't have to do anything extra. It's a straight catch the ball, pull up. These are for my all-around shooters. These are great for all-around shooters. The only thing that about this is for a quick shooter, and you'll have to find one for a medium shooter. The Lonzo Ball jump shot that I was looking at is also one that's as good. You see, not a deep bend. He catches it. He goes right up for his shot. There is no extra animation to it. It's right up for his shot. Now I'm going to show you a transition shooter. This will be an idea of a transition shooter. Can you see his foot, how he's stepping into his jump shot? Doesn't that look like he's coming on a fast break and someone's passing him the ball? He just steps right into it. He doesn't have to, you know, once you get that jump shot to when you step into it to a transition, he doesn't have to do an extra animation. He doesn't have to pause or anything. He steps right into it and pulls up to his shot. That's the idea of a transition shooter, someone who likes to shoot within the fast break. Now this right here would be the perfect example of a jump shot for a set shooter, someone who's not going to do too much dribbling, someone who's not trying to pull up in transition. He just wants to sit in his spot and shoot his jump shot. These are for the people who have that longer jump shot timing. The good thing about having a set jump shot like these is it gives you a bigger green light window. Yes, it takes longer, but it gives you a bigger green light window. But the bad part is you have to be open when you're shooting this jump shot, because if someone runs out to you, they're going to be able to contest or block this jump shot because it's long as hell. So if you have a long jump shot, you have to play accordingly to make sure that you bring out the best in your jump shot. Okay, so now we know our jump shot speed. We've picked a base that matches our jump shot speed. We know what type of shooter we are, and we've picked a base to match what type of shooter we are. As long as we follow those 4 things, you have picked your perfect base. Now you can move on to the upper release 1. Now here's the thing about the upper release 1. When you're picking your release, the release of your upper release 1, the release that you choose can change the speed of your base. So you have to find a release that fits your base as well. It all has to coincide. If you have a medium release speed, it has to be medium all the way through. You can't change the release speed to a quick because it'll affect your base. It has to be a medium all the way through. And I'm going to give you guys an example of how a release can change the speed of your base. Okay, so I'm going to use Lonzo Ball as my base, and then I'm going to go over to my upper release. Now I want you to pay attention. Now you see this LaMarcus Aldridge and how it keeps my jump shot medium. If I was going to choose a jump shot, I would consider using the LaMarcus Aldridge because it keeps my jump shot medium. Now watch what happens when I change it to Ray Allen. See how it completely changes the speed of my lower base? Now I went from a medium jump shot to a quick jump shot. So make sure you guys are paying attention when you're picking your release. You want to find one that stays consistent with your base. It has to be a medium release that go right alongside with your lower base. Alright, so the second thing I look for when I'm finding my releases, I'm looking for that perfect L. LaMarcus Aldridge is actually a perfect form to choose. You see that L that he has? He has a perfect L and he follows through with the shot, man. That is the perfect form. You want to find forms that are like that with that perfect L. You don't want to have a weird form. I'll actually give you an example of that too. Like some stuff like this. Like this right here is what you don't want to. What is that? What is that? Like, see, you don't want an unorthodox form like that. You want to find that perfect L, one that has a little bit of arc, and that's something you want to pay attention to. One that gives you a little bit of arc so that you'll be able to shoot over defenders and you won't get your stuff blocked. So you want to find that perfect L, and you want to make sure that the speed matches your lower base. Alright, so I found one right here that matches my release speed. And not only does it match my release speed, it gives me that perfect L, and he follows through the whole way, and it gives me a good arc. Those are all things that I consider when picking my upper release 1. Alright, so now that you guys have found your upper release 1, we can move on to upper release 2. Alright, now with your upper release 2, what I'm really looking for is that gooseneck. Now for those of you guys who don't know what the gooseneck is, that's that full follow through. I want that full complete follow through. And if you look at LaMarcus Aldridge's hand, he actually has a pretty good follow through. You can see his fingers hitting the ground. You can see that full follow through with his wrist. It's a full motion. And that's what I'm looking for when I'm finding a upper release 2. And the second thing I'm looking for when I'm finding my upper release 2, so the second thing I want to look for is, does it keep my arc the same? Like, is it changed? The jump shot that I chose, is it changing? Thank you 2K for doing that bullshit. But does it change the arc of my jump shot? Does it make my jump shot look like I'm bringing my hands down? Because I've already chosen my arc in the previous upper release 1, so I want to make sure I'm keeping that the same. The upper release 250 is actually another good one where you have a good form, and you can see he has that full gooseneck. It's a full follow through. It doesn't affect my arc. This is perfect. Alright, so after you guys have found your lower base, your upper release 1 and your upper release 2, now what you have to do is look at your guy. And I have the perfect example of what I'm looking for. You see how my guy looks like he's shooting it in one motion? It doesn't look like he's getting to the top of his arc, pausing, and then shooting. It's all one motion, and that's what you want the most. And the reason why that is so important, because have you ever had a jump shot to where you shoot it, your jump shot meter starts off slow, and then all of a sudden it just jerks to the top? Or it'll get to that middle, go to the top, and come back down? That's because you have an inconsistent jump shot. You want to find that jump shot that is fluent. Of course, it also has something to do with a little bit of frame drop and latency, but for the most part, it's because you have an inconsistent jump shot. And choosing a jump shot to where it's all one motion helps your jump shot meter to go up consistently. So it's easier for you to time it, and plus it'll be already easy for you because it's your natural release speed. It'll go right up to the top and most likely be a green, or the worst case scenario, you getting a full white bar, but most likely you'll get that green. I know it. But yes, that's the reason why you want to make sure that this is a full, consistent, one motion jump shot. You don't want that jump shot where you get to the top and hold. Matter of fact, I'll give you guys a real quick example of that. I'm going to have to switch my jump shot base. Here's an example of it. Watch him when he shoots. You see how he gets to the top of his arc? It's like he's pausing and then shoots. That's not what you want. That's what's going to mess up the timing of your jump shot. It's going to throw that meter off. You want to make sure you keep that jump shot like for the Lonzo ball, where it's all one motion. As I'm getting to the top of my arc, he is releasing that ball all in one motion. And that is the key to finding your perfect jump shot. Then you're going to have to come over to here, and then of course you're going to have to fine tune it. Now, I would start with the 50-50. Once you have your release 1 and your release 2, I would start with 50-50. Now, thankfully, 50-50 worked for me to the point where I didn't have to tweak it too much. But if you are needing to tweak your jump shot, like if you're getting that full white but it just won't turn green, then you're just going to want to tweak it to the left or tweak it to the right. Now, how I do it is I go 5 and 5. If I'm starting off at 50, then I'll go to 55. And if that doesn't work, then I'll go to 60 until I get all the way to the other side. And if it doesn't work to the point where I get my green, then I'll pull it all the way back to the middle. And then I'll go to the other side using five intervals. And if it still doesn't work, then you might have to change one of your 2 releases. Still make sure it goes in according to the jump shots that you have, guys. And that's all it takes, man. There it is right there. That's all it takes for you to find your perfect jump shot. And at the end of all the testing and all the trials and errors, you should have your perfect jump shot, which will make you a much better shooter. Now, I know this video was long, guys. Trust me, I know it took me forever to make it, but I wanted to make sure I give you guys all of this information and try to make it as accurate as I possibly could. If I leave something out, maybe I'll type it in the description, or you guys can ask me questions and I'll be happy to answer your questions. But I feel like this is good enough for you guys to get what I'm saying and to find your perfect jump shot, man. So if you guys are new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. This took me hella long to make this goddamn video, okay? This video is like 500 years long, alright? And you found your perfect jump shot, so subscribe to this shit, or I'm gonna have to kill your ass, alright? I'm not playing with you. Subscribe to this shit. I'm fucking out. I got stuff to do.